have a lot of Xerjoff fragrances, but these 5 fragrances are the fragrances I'm going to be keeping if I had to pick only 5 from my Xerjoff collection. So if you want to find out what these fragrances are, please don't go anywhere. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Please, if you're new to my channel and you like fragrances and you enjoy this type of content, consider subscribing to the channel and don't forget to click that bell icon so you can get notified whenever I drop a new video. So jumping in right away, guys, like I said, I have a lot of Xerjoff fragrances. I think I have about 13 or maybe 14 Xerjoff fragrances. And yes, these 5 are the 5 fragrances I'm going to be keeping for life. Yes, I have one honorable mention because selecting just 5 out of all my Xerjoff fragrances was extremely difficult. So starting off with the honorable mention, guys, this one is called Fars. Yes, Fars by Xerjoff is one of my favorite fragrances from the entire brand. And yes, this one I find to be quite underrated. I mean, I don't hear a lot of people talking about Fars here, but Fars here to me is one of the best ones from the entire brand. And what we have here is a woody, spicy, herbal fragrance with some earthy undertones. I mean, just going like this, you can pick up that oriental character in this fragrance. This is very oriental leaning. You have to enjoy oriental fragrances to like this one. And this one is all about lavender. This one is all about juniper. This one is all about cedar. I believe there's some ambergris in here as well. And there's a rose quality here. I'm not sure if it's rose or geranium in here, but something here has that rosy vibe and it just gives off that oriental vibe. Interestingly, there's no oud listed as part of the notes with this one, but something in this fragrance smells like oud, and I believe it's the cypriol. There's cypriol listed in here, and I guess plus that geranium or rosy kind of vibe just makes this one almost smell like a rose oud combo kind of fragrance. But it's not a rose oud combo kind of fragrance. This one has a lot more going on in here. Definitely one that I find to be underrated. And again, like I said, this one is really oriental leaning. You have to enjoy oriental fragrances to enjoy this one. And that's why this one is on my list, guys. So moving on to the next one. At number 5, we have the popular Naxos by Xerjoff. This is actually one of the most popular ones from the brand Xerjoff. And it's a great tobacco honey with a big dose of lavender. Yes, Naxos by Xerjoff is a really popular fragrance. This one has been around for a long time, and I personally have had this bottle for a long time as well. And if you like a sweet tobacco fragrance with honey and vanilla, then you should maybe check this one out. Xerjoff Naxos here is a unisex fragrance. A lady can wear this one, a guy can also wear this one. I've heard a lot of things about this one being reformulated, but this bottle I've had since 2019 and the performance on this one is extremely good. And Naxos is one of those fragrances from Xerjoff that I rate really highly and one I would keep forever in my collection. This scent profile is so lovely. Compliment factor with this one is so lovely. It's a great fragrance to wear in the fall season and it's a great fragrance to wear in the cooler weather. It's a beautiful sweet tobacco fragrance, and that's Naxos by Xerjoff. And at number 4, we have Xerjoff Ivory Roots. And yes, this was one of my first ones from this house. This is one of the fragrances that got me into the house of Xerjoff. Lovely spicy fragrance in my opinion. This one is spices with vanilla in here, and I believe some woods as well. Such a great lovely fragrance, and this is one I like to wear in the fall season. Xerjoff Ivory Roots is one of those fragrances that kind of stands you out from the crowd. This one is not a screamer, but this one is just one of those fragrances that has character. This is one of those fragrances that has some kind of class to it as well. It's a beautiful, warm, spicy fragrance with some herbal touches, with some patchouli in the mix as well. But such a great fragrance in my opinion. One I like to wear in the fall season and one that garners me a lot of compliments. Xerjoff Ivory Roots here is unisex, and this is one of those fragrances that I would keep for life if I had to pick just 5 from the house of Xerjoff. So guys, that's Xerjoff Ivory Roots, and we move on to the next one. Coming at number 3, we have Xerjoff Tony Iommi Monkey Special. And guys, I know that's quite a mouthful, but yeah, it's a boozy patchouli fragrance to my nose, and just one of those fragrances that's kind of different, but different in a good way. And the patchouli in this fragrance is paired with some spices, with some rum, some passion fruit, and I believe with some caramel as well. There's a whole bunch of other notes that are in this fragrance, but this one in recent times is one of the better ones from the brand, and one that I would personally keep in my collection if I had to keep just 5 Xerjoff fragrances. Such a great fragrance in my opinion. And yes, I own the flanker to this one, which is the Iommi DI5. And personally, I prefer the original here compared to the flanker that was later released. Iommi here is a great unisex fragrance that a lady can wear and a guy can wear as well. There's lots going on in here. This fragrance has a lot of depth with some of the notes that are added in here. It's such an amazing release from the brand and one that a lot of people really like and enjoy. Interestingly, I get a lot of compliments wearing this fragrance, but the one thing about this fragrance is it doesn't perform on me. And I'm not sure why, because some people have said this fragrance is a beast on them. But personally, this one doesn't perform on me, and each time I've worn this fragrance, I've had to spray a lot more so I can get more performance out of this one. It's definitely still a great fragrance and one I'll keep if I had to keep just 5 fragrances from the house Xerjoff. So guys, that's Xerjoff Iommi, and we move on to the next one. Coming at number 2 is Xerjoff Alexandria II. And this one is one I've talked a lot about on this channel. If you've been following me, you know how I feel about this fragrance. And there's no way I'm going to make a list like this that I'm not going to include Xerjoff Alexandria II. It's simply one of my favorite from the house, simply one of my favorite fragrance from the brand out of all the ones that I own. And yes, I have tried the Alexandria III and I've tried the Alexandria Oriental, I believe, but this one seemed to be the best for me. What we have here is a woody, ambery fragrance with some fruity touches and some florals in here as well. The cinnamon listed here and there's lavender listed in here as well. This is one of those fragrances that stands you out of the crowd. This is also one of those fragrances that kind of smells like a simple fragrance. This is one of those fragrances that's kind of easy to wear, but at the same time has a lot of depth. The intensity of this fragrance is there, and this one is a beast. Performance on this one is 10 out of 10, and this one is an excellent fragrance to wear in the fall and the winter time. This is easily one of my best performing fragrance, and recently I wore this fragrance and I oversprayed and I felt really embarrassed because I was clouding the atmosphere and people were getting uncomfortable. So when you wear this one, guys, don't forget a few sprays go a long way. But yeah, Xerjoff Alexandria II is one of those fragrances I would keep if I had to pick just 5 fragrances from the house Xerjoff. So guys, that's Xerjoff Alexandria II, and we move on to number 1. Coming at number 1, which would be my favorite fragrance from the house Xerjoff, is Richwood. Yes, Richwood is my favorite one from the house Xerjoff, and this one definitely has to be on the list of fragrances I'm going to keep if I had to pick just 5 from the house of Xerjoff. And what we have here is patchouli, we have some rose in here, and this one is just a mix of a lot of things, guys. If you like that combo of rose and patchouli in fragrances, then check this one out. I mean, this fragrance smells a little mature for a lot of people, and I see why. I mean, the note of patchouli in this fragrance is done in a way that it has that grown-up, mature quality compared to some of the other patchouli fragrances that I personally own. But that's how I like it, guys. And yes, this one is a masterpiece in my opinion. And this is one of the best patchouli fragrances that I personally have encountered in my journey. And Richwood here by Xerjoff is one of those fragrances that you have to try before you buy. This is an acquired taste kind of fragrance. It's not for everybody, and this one is not a safe blind buy. Definitely get a sample of this one or try it in the store and see what you think. Yeah, this is one of my favorite from the house and definitely one I'm going to keep if I had to keep just 5 fragrances from the house of Xerjoff. This is an intense fragrance. This one lasts a long time. This will also be a great fragrance to wear in the fall season and also in the winter time. I've gotten a few compliments wearing this one, but not as many compliments compared to the other ones that I mentioned on this list. This is one of those fragrances that people that enjoy this type of scent would appreciate what you're wearing, and people that don't like this kind of scent will not enjoy or would not like your fragrance or what you're wearing. But yeah, it is what it is for us that enjoy this fragrance and appreciate this type of scent. So guys, that's Xerjoff Richwood, a great patchouli fragrance, and that's number 1 Xerjoff on my list. So let me know what you think about this list, guys, and let me know what some of your favorite fragrances from Xerjoff are in the comments below. And guys, if you're looking to shop fragrances here in Canada or in the States, I have a link in the description below where you can shop some designer fragrances, you can shop some Xerjoff fragrances, and you can shop some tester bottles and even clone fragrances. And guys, you're welcome to use my promo code PFC5 to get 5% off. I'm going to wrap things up here, and I'll see you in my next video, guys. Until then, please stay safe and bye-bye.